Chosen one, a critical moment in your life is unfolding. If you are listening now, it is not by chance. Circumstances have aligned with intentional purpose. You are being guided into a phase of profound personal and spiritual transformation. What once seemed distant and unattainable is now moving closer. This is not a mere shift in thinking, it is a complete recalibration of your energy, environment, and path. There is an undeniable sense that something is changing. You may not fully understand it yet, but the pressure you've felt, the challenges, the periods of silence, the sense of being overlooked, was not without reason. It was part of a greater preparation. The world you knew is being rearranged so that your path forward can emerge clearly. You are not being pushed aside, you are being positioned. Your moment is approaching swiftly. Everything that felt like a delay was actually divine timing at work. You are no longer on the outside looking in. The silence was not a punishment. It was a setup. You are about to enter a season where your prayers align with your reality, and the change will be evident not just to you, but to those who once failed to recognize your potential. Your journey has been marked by endurance, often tested by the pain of rejection. The people around you may not have seen your full capacity. You've likely experienced moments where your voice wasn't heard, where your contributions were ignored, or where your growth was stifled. That season is coming to an end. The atmosphere around you is shifting. A new narrative is being written. One where you are no longer defined by past wounds or limited perceptions. Those who once overlooked you will begin to acknowledge your value. Not because you demanded it, but because it has become undeniable. This recognition is not rooted in arrogance. It is rooted in evidence of your consistency, your discipline, and your quiet resilience. The chosen one is not always the one who shouts the loudest. Often, it is the one who listens deeply, learns quietly, and rises steadily. You are stepping into a space where your presence will no longer be invisible. The impact you carry will become visible, and those who once doubted your ability will begin to adjust their view. For many, rejection leaves emotional residue that can shape future interactions, whether from family, friends, or broader social circles. Being dismissed or ignored leaves a lasting impression. But the narrative is now shifting. This isn't just about being recognized, it is also about healing. The emotional weight you've carried, perhaps for years, is beginning to lift. Those who wounded you with their absence, silence, or disregard may begin to return. Some will come with genuine remorse, recognizing the harm caused. While this may not erase the past, it provides an opportunity, not for retribution, but for release. Forgiveness does not excuse past behavior, but it frees the soul from cycles of pain. The power now lies in your ability to process what has happened, acknowledge the growth it has produced, and choose what serves you in the future. Healing is not weakness. It is strength in motion. This is part of the chosen one's evolution, to transform pain into wisdom and wounds into wisdom. Isolation has been a quiet companion in your story. You may have experienced seasons of disconnection, moments when no one seemed to understand you, when support felt distant, and when your uniqueness felt more like a burden than a gift. But isolation has a purpose. It is a forge for clarity. During this time, you developed discernment. You learned to hear your own inner voice. And now, that internal development is meeting its external match. New relationships are being aligned with your path. People who reflect your values, your integrity, and your spirit are being positioned around you. This isn't about popularity, it's about proximity to the right energy. The time of forced solitude is ending. The chosen one is meant to lead, but not alone. You are stepping into community, not crowds, but connection. These new bonds will reflect the strength you've developed. They will challenge you to grow and provide the support needed to thrive. In the season you are entering, the question of purpose has lingered for many. Why am I here? Or, what am I meant to do? Are not unfamiliar thoughts. The answer, however, has never been absent. It's been unfolding. The struggle was not purposeless. The silence was not void of design. You are now on the verge of alignment. This is not about sudden fame or public validation. It is about internal confirmation, a knowing, a conviction that your path, your voice, and your vision matter. The fog is lifting, and with it comes a new sense of direction. You are stepping into your purpose, not because someone handed it to you, but because you grew into it. Your purpose is not dependent on trends, approval, or conformity. It is distinct, deliberate, and already within you. As you walk forward, your purpose will begin to manifest in the way you speak, serve, create, and connect. It is time to emerge, not for recognition, but for contribution. Chosen One, your emergence is not just about personal breakthrough, it is about influence, but not the kind measured in numbers or attention. This influence is energetic, spiritual, and purpose-driven. You are not being positioned to control, but to contribute. Not to impress, but to impact. You carry something unique, a perspective that was shaped in silence, a strength formed in pressure, and a voice refined through restraint. The next phase of your journey is about stewarding these elements wisely. You are being called to lead, not necessarily with a title, but through action, intention, and clarity. Leadership for the chosen one doesn't always look like visibility. Often, it looks like responsibility. It means showing up consistently. When no one applauds, it means maintaining integrity even when shortcuts tempt you. It means influencing without manipulating, guiding without dominating, and building without self-promotion. This is the weight of divine authority. It is not granted for status, it is entrusted for service. What you've been through has qualified you in ways traditional systems cannot understand. And now, with wisdom and maturity, you are being activated to serve a greater collective need. There is one consistent truth in the journey of the chosen one. Comfort will often be disrupted. This disruption isn't punitive, it's preparatory. As you are being moved into new arenas, old structures will break down. Relationships may shift. Environments may feel unfamiliar. Don't mistake this instability for misdirection. The disruption is making space for alignment. That which is not in harmony with your current identity will be released. Whether by choice or circumstance, detachment is part of divine order. Allow it. The chosen one understands that not everything can be carried into the next season. This realignment may also bring friction. Not all will celebrate your growth. Some will question your change, feel threatened by your clarity, or challenge your decisions. But remember, you are not responsible for how others respond to your evolution. Your responsibility is to remain anchored in authenticity. It is natural to outgrow old versions of yourself. You are not betraying your past. You are honoring your future. Let go of the guilt tied to changing needs, shifting dynamics, and new boundaries. Growth isn't always comfortable, but it is always necessary. Elevation without structure leads to collapse. As your influence expands, so must your discipline. This is where many chosen ones falter, not in vision, but in follow-through. Daidu. Next phase of your journey will require structure, clearer routines, focused environments, and intentional rest. Your time is valuable. Your energy is sacred. Treat them accordingly. In this new season, not everything will deserve a response. Not every opportunity will be worth pursuing, and not every invitation will align with your direction. Discernment is your filter. Begin to evaluate your lifestyle through the lens of purpose. How you spend your mornings, what you allow into your mind, who you allow near your space. All of it matters. These aren't minor adjustments. They are foundational to sustaining your growth. This is also a time to reconnect with your body. Physical wellness is not a distraction from your purpose. It is preparation for it. Your vessel must support your vision. Prioritize rest. Nourish your body. Create space for stillness. The chosen one must operate from wholeness, not exhaustion. There is a quiet responsibility that comes with being chosen. You are no longer only accountable to yourself, you are accountable to the purpose you carry. This means being intentional with your words, your actions, and your influence. People will look to you, not because you asked for their attention, but because your alignment speaks for itself. They will watch how you navigate success, how you handle conflict, how you respond to opposition. These are not burdens, they are indicators of your growth. Stay rooted in humility. Arrogance is the enemy of longevity. Your rise is not a license to control. It is an opportunity to serve. Use your influence to uplift, to guide, to educate, and to support. The most effective leaders are those who remember what it was like to be unseen. Remain teachable. New seasons will bring new lessons. Just because you're rising doesn't mean you've arrived. The chosen one is always evolving, always listening, always learning. Let your curiosity lead you. Let your integrity sustain you. Everything you've endured has led to this moment, not by force, but by design. You may not feel fully ready. That's normal. Readiness, in this context, is not about perfection. It is about availability. Are you willing to act even when you feel unqualified? Are you willing to trust even when clarity seems incomplete? Chosen one, you don't need every step outlined to begin walking. The path will reveal itself in motion. What you need most is trust in yourself, in the timing, and in the purpose you now carry. And as you move forward, remember, your rise is not for validation. It is for alignment. It is not to prove anything. It is to fulfill everything you were designed to become. What you've seen so far is only a glimpse. The full unveiling is still ahead. Stay alert. Stay anchored. Stay obedient to the guidance unfolding before you. This is not the end of the road. It is the official beginning of your impact. Chosen one, if this message has resonated with your spirit, it's not by chance. You were led here for a reason. Now is the time to respond. Take a moment to like this video if you feel the shift happening within you. Subscribe to this channel so you never miss a moment of alignment, clarity, and divine truth. Comment below with the words, "I claim my breakthrough," to seal your intention with purpose and faith. This isn't just about watching a message. It's about activating what's already inside of you. You are stepping into a new season, and with it comes new responsibilities. Share this video with someone else who might need this same encouragement. You never know how far your act of kindness might reach. We are building a space for chosen ones to rise.